Hello everybody, this is Adrian with Guns for Everyone, and today I'm going to review some pants that I received from TearWild.com. TearWild was kind enough to send me these pants for review, so let's get them open and take a look to see what they sent me. So it looks like they sent me a belt, which has a Cobra style or Cobra-esque belt buckle. We'll take a look at that and see how it works. We'll come back to this belt in a few minutes, but first let's take a look at the pants that they sent me. A very important feature of these pants is that they are waterproof, so we're going to test that just to see how waterproof they actually are. The material is very plasticky, nylon-ish. It's not cotton, definitely not cotton. It definitely feels like it's going to be waterproof, so we'll test that. Stitching seems fine. I can't seem to tear it or pull it apart, but I'll get back to that in a few minutes. Using a good amount of force to try and pop any of the threads. It is in there pretty good. I do manage to pop a couple of threads in another spot, and I'll show you that in a few minutes. But overall, the stitching seems relatively strong for what I guess these intended purpose is for these pants. The first feature of these pants that I wanted to test was the waterproof feature. So I'm going to use my new to me World War II stainless steel canteen to pour some water on the pants, and we're going to see if it soaks in or if it repels. I actually did a time lapse, can't tell, but I zoomed in for 5 minutes, and as you can see, the water did not soak in or disappear. It just stayed on top of the pants. I made sure to put the water on a seam to see if that was going to be a failure point for the waterproof feature, but as you can see, it was not. Testing the stitching again, you can clearly hear when it fails. The failure caught me by surprise, and you can see where the thread failed. These pants do have some pretty cool features though, and I will give them props to TearWild for them. On the pocket, they double reinforced it where your knife clip would go to help prevent fraying or ripping. This is commonly found in other tactical pants, like the 511s that I'm showing here. The front thigh pocket really surprised me. Being imported pants, I wasn't expecting them to fit a magazine, but here's a PMag, and they fit in there just fine. I next try an AK PMag, and that fits in there as fine just as well. Both of those magazines are 1030 magazines because I live in California. These pants also include a key ring. It is made of plastic. Same thing as 511, but 511's is steel, I believe. Even though the key ring was plastic, I tried to flex it and it wouldn't flex or break or bend, so it's probably going to be pretty durable for its intended use. Moving over to the left thigh pocket, the pocket also holds a magazine, but it does not sit flush or below, and you cannot Velcro it. You can tuck the Velcro behind if you intend to carry a magazine. So here's again the AR magazine. I flipped it around because the pocket is cut at an angle at the bottom. And I move over to the AK magazine, and same thing. It sticks out, but does not sit flush. I obviously couldn't catch it on camera because I was using my phone as my camera, but the pocket is very deep, and if you get your cell phone in there, you are not able to get it out easily. Here's the 511 thigh pocket, the left side, and magazine doesn't fit into it. Pistol magazine would work. Moving back over to the right thigh pocket, I found an AR-10 magazine, and it is a little snug, but it fits, and as you can see, I get it in there with no crazy amount of effort, and it's almost flush, so the pocket is big enough for an AR-10 magazine. Any good tactical pant should have a little bit of elasticity in the waist. The TearWild pants are no exception, but their elasticity is huge. 511 also has elasticity in the waist, but it doesn't stretch out as much. Now onto the button and fly. The zipper works as intended. Zips up, zips down, but the button is terrible. It is extremely flimsy, as you can hear. With that amount of play, I would not expect it to last long, compared to the 511 button. Moving on to the included belt, I know the Cobra style belt buckle system is a large buckle and it normally doesn't fit in tactical pants. You're supposed to thread it through the buckle after you fish it through, but as you can see, it's an extremely tight, narrow space and it doesn't fit very well. Before I get crucified for this, I'm going to try it on the 511 pant and it is noticeably easier. This is just being sped up to save some time on the video. Obviously, you're not limited to using just their belt. Here is a Wilderness Tactical Instructor belt. Fits in there just fine. Now, one of the issues I have with these pants is how loud they are. So here's the 511 pants. And here's the TearWilds pants. Being a fat body, I was very surprised that TearWilds got the sizing right. I ordered these pants about 4 inches bigger than I usually do because I was expecting them to not fit, and they were baggy, so they got their sizing down correct. TearWilds said these pants would be great for work. I did some light yard work. In about 20 minutes, my legs were covered in sweat because the pants did not breathe at all. My final opinion of these pants? TearWilds, although they do have some great features with these pants, they do have some things to improve. I probably would not use them for any of their intended uses, so I would not be taking them to the range or using them for any light yard work. They would make good pants if you needed them for wet weather work or if you had any snow work, but for anything in Southern California, I don't think there is any practical use for them. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my shorts to see how you can win these pants.